This outcome turns to staying safe online, looking honestly at how social media fits into study and how to protect yourself, your data, and other people. The internet sits at the heart of modern study, but it brings risks alongside all its benefits. Using it safely and responsibly protects you, your data, and the people around you. In this outcome, we'll analyse how social media is used in academic life and weigh up online safeguarding. Along the way, we'll touch on data protection, copyright, cybersecurity, academic integrity, ethical AI use, and digital inclusion. Social media isn't all distraction. It has genuine academic uses when handled well. Study groups on WhatsApp or Teams help learners share notes and revise together. Following experts and institutions keeps you current. And LinkedIn supports your career and professional networking. Think of a revision group that keeps everyone on track in the weeks before exams. The key word throughout is responsibly. Let's be specific about the responsible uses. You might run a study group to organise revision, follow academic experts and journals for current information, or crowdsource views for a project, with a careful eye on reliability. For instance, an X thread from the ONS linking to fresh official data is a great signpost. And that's the point. Use social media to point you toward reliable sources, not as the evidence itself. Social media has clear strengths and equally clear limits. On the plus side, it's fast, free, and easy. It connects learners and experts worldwide. It's great for sharing links and support, and it can surface developments the minute they happen. On the downside, reliability varies and is hard to verify. Misinformation spreads fast, content changes or vanishes, and bias and echo chambers creep in. A trending post might alert you to a new report, but you'd still track down and cite the report itself. Here's something people forget. A social media source can grow less reliable as time passes. Posts get edited or deleted, so a link you cited may no longer show what you claimed, and an account's credibility or even a platform's ownership and moderation can shift. That's a big reason social media rarely stands as an academic source on its own. Always trace a claim back to a recognised source and reference that instead. It's worth drawing the line clearly. Appropriate use looks like organising a study group, following the ONS, or finding a link to a peer-reviewed paper. Inappropriate use is citing an anonymous post as fact, sharing someone's work without credit, or breaching another person's privacy. The balanced judgment is that social media is a useful support for academic life, but a weak primary source. For this criterion, weigh up both the value and the risks, and reach a reasoned conclusion. Safeguarding means protecting people, especially vulnerable learners, from harm online. The Online Safety Act, 2023, places duties on platforms to shield users from illegal and harmful content. And colleges back that up with safeguarding policies, a designated safeguarding lead, and clear reporting routes. The practical takeaway is simple. Know how to report a concern and where to get help if something goes wrong. That knowledge matters long before you ever need it. A few terms will keep coming up, so let's pin them down. Safeguarding is protecting people's health, well-being and rights, especially online, and the Online Safety Act, 2023, is the UK law making platforms responsible for user safety. A vulnerable learner is someone at greater risk of harm who may need extra protection, and the designated lead is the named staff member responsible for safeguarding concerns. Knowing who that person is at your college is genuinely useful. Personal data has to be handled lawfully, fairly and securely. That's the law, not just good manners. The UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act 2018 set the rules, overseen by the ICO, and the principle is to collect only what you need, keep it accurate, secure it, and not hang on to it longer than necessary. In everyday terms, that means not sharing other people's personal details and storing your own files safely. Handle a classmate's contact details as carefully as you'd want yours handled. Information security rests on three simple ideas, known as the CIA triad. Confidentiality means only authorized people can see the data. Integrity means it stays accurate and unaltered. And availability means it's there when you need it. Good everyday habits protect all three: strong passwords, regular backups, and care over what you share. Lose a laptop with no backup and no password, and you've broken all three at once. The GDPR principles boil down to a handful of sensible rules. Process data lawfully and fairly, with a valid reason and full transparency. Collect only what you need for a clear purpose, keep it accurate and up to date, and protect it against loss, theft, and unauthorized access. Imagine running a class survey. You'd only ask for what the project actually needs and store the responses securely. Follow those and you're most of the way to compliance. A few cyber threats crop up again and again, and each has a straightforward defense. Phishing uses fake messages to trick you into handing over details, so check the sender and never click unknown links. While malware is harmful software, kept at bay with antivirus, updates, and avoiding dodgy downloads. Weak passwords invite trouble, so use long, unique ones with a password manager and treat public Wi-Fi with caution, avoiding key logins or using a VPN. None of this is complicated. It's mostly good habits. Phishing is the threat students meet most, so it's worth knowing the tells. Look for a false sense of urgency, odd sender addresses that don't quite match, and generic greetings like "Dear Customer." The golden rule is never to enter your password from a link in an email. When in doubt, go straight to the official website yourself or report the message to IT that pause has saved many people their bank details. Passwords are your front door, so make them count. The NCSC recommends 3 random words for something both strong and memorable, and you should use a different password for each important account. Turn on 2-factor authentication wherever you can, so even a stolen password isn't enough on its own. And never share passwords or leave them written where others can see. That sticky note on the monitor undoes all your good work. Most digital material, images, text, music, video is protected by copyright, which means you can't simply copy and reuse it. You need permission or a license, and that's where Creative Commons comes in, letting creators share their work under set conditions. So before you drop an image into a presentation, check the license and give proper attribution. A quick credit line is a small price for using someone's work legally. Creative Commons licenses come in a few flavors, and the initials tell you the terms. CC BY lets you reuse and adapt as long as you credit the author. CC BY say adds that you must share alike, and CC BY NC allows reuse for non-commercial purposes with credit. CC BY-ND lets you reuse the whole thing unchanged with credit, while CC0 puts work in the public domain with no rights reserved. For a student project, a CC BY image with a credit line is usually the safe, simple choice. Academic integrity is really about honesty, being clear about whose ideas and words you're presenting. Plagiarism, passing off someone else's work as your own, is a serious offence, and you avoid it by paraphrasing properly, quoting accurately, and referencing every source. Colleges use similarity checking software like Turnitin to catch it. The reassuring truth is that good referencing habits make plagiarism almost impossible to commit by accident. AI tools, chatbots, summarizers, note-takers, and planners can genuinely support your study, offering quick explanations, ideas, and drafting help. But they come with limits. AI can be wrong, biased, or simply invent facts and fake references. Ethical use means checking the output, doing your own thinking, and declaring and referencing any AI use in line with policy. Handing in AI written work as your own crosses the line into misconduct, so use it as a support and verify everything. Two ideas round out safe, responsible use, professionalism and inclusion. Digital professionalism is communicating politely and clearly online, using the right tone in emails and forums, protecting privacy, and remembering that your digital footprint lasts. Digital inclusion recognizes that access to devices, internet, and skills varies from person to person, so you use ICT in ways that include rather than exclude others. A patient replied to a classmate who's less confident with tech costs nothing and means a lot. Pulling this together into a judgment, online technologies bring real benefits but also real risks to your safety, data, and integrity. The strongest protection combines three layers: the law, like the Online Safety Act, and GDPR, institutional policy, and your own personal responsibility. No single measure is enough on its own. Laws set the rules and colleges provide policies. But it's daily habits that actually keep you safe. In the end, staying safe online is a shared responsibility, and informed users are the best defense. Let's recap what this outcome covered. Social media has real academic uses, but is an unreliable primary source that shifts over time, so safeguarding matters, framed by the Online Safety Act and college policy. Data protection follows the UK GDPR principles and the CIA triad, and cybersecurity means spotting phishing and malware, using strong passwords and two-factor authentication, and respecting copyright and Creative Commons. Tie in academic integrity, ethical AI use, professionalism and inclusion, and you've got the full picture of safe, responsible study online. That's the third outcome complete. You can now analyze social media's place in academic work and evaluate the safeguarding, data, and integrity issues that come with life online. To dig deeper, the further reading points you to the ICO for data protection, the NCSC's cyber-aware advice on passwords and phishing, and the gov.uk material on the Online Safety Act, along with the JISC resources on digital capability. Have a look through those trusted sources whenever a specific question comes up. Most of all, remember that safe habits practiced daily are what keep you and everyone around you protected.